Online learning has widened the gap between those with access to technology and those who are shut out. UNESCO estimates that more than 1.5 billion students and youth across the planet are affected by school and university closures due to the COVID-19 outbreak. The Education Ministry is working to ensure that no child is left behind as learning takes on a mixed approach. Efforts are being made to equip those most in need with devices.
We know that there have been many efforts to continue to support students in that regard, but we are continuing to engage corporate partners. We continue to engage through the Office of Ministry of Finance to ensure that we meet the needs of our students. We're forming partnerships, and so the partnership with corporate sponsors is also an important one. But we do know that we may not be able to give every child a device at the moment because it's simply not a possibility at this very moment. But we're working towards it. And we encourage, persons out there in terms of being, supportive of neighbors, of looking out for other children as best as we can, but together as a nation to really reach those individual students.
In the meantime, the ministry will use every medium available to bring instruction to the vulnerable.
Not all of our children have access to the devices, and so we continue to preach a multifaceted approach to instruction and to engagement. To the point that we have continued to encourage packages to be printed for our students, those who are in need of them. We have continued to encourage the use of the radio stations, which we will continue to do. The teletutorials are continuing with the help of one of our corporate partners in the person of choice, as well as IETV. And as a ministry, we want to support virtual learning and online learning.
Primary and secondary students commenced classes this week at home via online learning platforms. Students and parents can reach officials at the Education Ministry's website and email address info@education.gov.lc. Chief Education Officer Dr. Fiona Phillip Mayer urges parents to contact the schools if they have any issues.
Our staff, our teachers have really come on board in terms of virtual learning. There is still training to happen, there's still upskilling to continue, but we appreciate the first steps, the initial steps in ensuring that all of our students are reached. And as a ministry, we continue to support in that vein, and we encourage parents. Engage with the school that your child is at. If there are issues there, they are the first point of call for you. Should you need anything, as a Department of Education, we remain available to you and especially to our children. And this is the main objective, to really reach every individual child.
School closures have also affected the nutrition of the disadvantaged who would otherwise receive meals at learning institutions. Additionally, parents now tasked with administering homeschooling may struggle with limited resources and education. Education and learning is like no other in history and exposes disparities within the system and severely impacts the underprivileged. Fiona Phillip, HTS News Force.